Good morning, students. Today we'll be doing transformation, and the under the transformation we'll be doing, degrees of comparison, and it's a recap. I've already taught you last year, previous year, the various rules related to degrees of comparison. The first of the main thing is degrees of comparison is always of an adjective, not of a verb or a noun. It is always of an adjective. Adjective is a specific quality of that object or subject or noun or pronoun or a thing. Okay, so the positive degree. Now the first thing you need to remember that for a positive degree, as and as is used twice. Okay, so the first question here: no other boy in the school is as naughty as he is. Okay, so it means he's the naughtiest boy, but it is in a positive degree. So in a positive degree you have to remember as is used twice. Okay, now comparative degree, so the adjective here is naughty. So the comparative degree of naughty is naughtier. He is naughtier than. So you have to remember that in comparative degree, than is always used, and comparative degree of the adjective is there. Okay, he is naughtier than any other boy in the school. Meaning is not changing. We don't have to change the meaning. Now the superlative degree is he is the naughtiest boy in the school. So whenever you are doing degrees of comparison, you have to first find the adjective, and then you have to change it according to the degree that has been told, that has been directed, that which degree it should be. And then you have to see that what are the rules for a positive one. For a positive it is as and as is used, and for a comparative you should always have a word than. Okay, and superlative degree you just have to write the superlative adjective. Now here the second example is here, Kriti is not so cunning as Divya. Okay, now here we are comparing two people. Okay, two subjects are being compared. Okay, so we cannot have a superlative degree related to it, so we'll have a comparative degree only. Now Kirti is not so cunning as Divya. So who is the more cunning person? Divya. Divya is more cunning than Kirti. So again you can see here what we have used, than. So you, in a comparative degree you have to use the word than. Now positive, he is as dull as an ass. Okay, that is a positive. So you can see the usage of as and as is twice here. Comparative degree, here also two things are being compared, so we cannot have a superlative in this. Okay, an ass is not duller than he is. Okay, so he is dull as an ass, so it means that that person is dull as an ass. Okay, like an animal, donkey. So ass is not duller than his. We have not changed the meaning, but we have changed it into a super comparative degree. Now this example, very few, is very important. Okay, at times, most of the times you get this question. Okay, now very few boys in the school are as brave as him. It means that he is one of the bravest boys. Okay, comparative degree will be he is braver than most other boys in the school. So the adjective is brave here, and we are changing the comparative degree of brave to braver. Now whenever you get a sentence of very few, you have to use the most. Okay, like he is braver than most other boys. So when that one subject is compared with the another subject, so before to which it is being compared, in front of it you have to write this degree, that is most. Okay, he is braver than most other boys in the school, especially in the sentences which are very few. Now superlative degree will be he is one of the bravest boys in the school. And you can write one of the bravest boys, or you can write he is a bravest boy in the school. So so you have to remember, in a positive degree, the sentences with very few, the comparative, in the comparative degree, the thing with which is being compared, before that you have to write, before that subject you have to write most, okay? And in superlative you have to write one of, okay? Positive degree, very few, same example, very few girls in the town are as beautiful as her. Okay, so here the comparative will be she. So what is an adjective here? Beautiful. She is more beautiful than most other girls in the town. I've told you that especially the sentences with very few, when the two subjects are being compared, the subject to which it is being compared, before that you have to write the most, okay? Now superlative will be she is one of the most beautiful girls in the town. Got it? Now positive degree, some grains are at least as nutritious as wheat, okay? Some grains are at least as nutritious as wheat. It is also a very important example. Wheat, some grains are at least as nutritious as wheat. It means that some grains are better, they have better nutritional value than wheat. So the comparative degree will be wheat is not more nutritious than some other grains are. So if a sentence is like that, so you have to change, you have to understand the meaning. Like here it means some grains are at least as nutritious as wheat. It means that there are certain grains who are more nutritious than wheat. So we are writing wheat is not more nutritious than some other grains are. Now superlative, wheat is not the most nutritious of all the grains, okay? Wheat is not most nutritious of all the grains, okay? So here while comparing, when you have a sentence with a demonstrative sum or the quantifier sum, when you have a sentence which has a quantifier sum, in those sentences we are using the negative prefix when we are comparing the two things. Understood? So I hope most of your I hope you've understood. If you have any query, do ask me, do call me, and please update your work, and please copy these all examples in your fair notebook from the video. I will not send you in a PDF file. You have to go through the video to write it again and again. Why I am doing it? So that while you listen to the video, while you listen to my voice, at least you will understand some of the rules, okay? And I'll be sending you more questions also. Thank you.